Hey guys, so welcome back. Today I'm going to be answering questions and explaining my surgery that I got over winter break. As some of you know, I got a breast reduction for many reasons, and I've gotten a lot of DMs and a lot of questions from girls who really want to get the surgery or they're about to get the surgery. And I'm here to tell you about my experience because I feel like it can be interesting. Okay, to get started, I did post like 2 TikToks about me getting my breast reduction, and I had a lot of questions in the comments, so I'm going to be answering those as well as some questions that I feel like people should know the answers to. The first question is, was it really painful? No, like not at all. I had absolutely no pain. They prescribed me Percocet, and if you don't know what Percocet is, it's a very strong, addictive painkiller. It is also featured in multiple songs. They prescribed me a whole bottle, and I only took like 1, and that was because my dad made me take it because I was not able to function. I was really high off of like the anesthesia. Was it scary? I mean, I've had surgery before, but it was only wisdom teeth, so I was a little scared just because I was so nervous because it's a really big change to your body, in my opinion. So I was really nervous about like the outcome. And I was afraid that like I'd wake up and it would be like, oh my god, what did you do to me? Like it would look terrible, but it did not at all. These people have been doing this for years and years and years, and they do it every day. What size was I before and why did I do it? I was a double D, but I'm a relatively small girl. I'm 5'2". I have like my waist size is like 26 inches, so it just wasn't like proportionate to my body. And it also, I had a lot of back pain. I'm sure that if you have a large chest and you're watching this video, you can relate to me very well. It was very painful. Like I could be not doing anything and I'd have really bad neck pain and back pain, and I'd be like walking or something, and it did not fit my body. Also, a really big reason, aside from like pain and everything and disproportion to my body, another reason that I got the surgery, well, I guess it has to do with being disproportionate, but I would always have to buy clothes in a bigger size even though it didn't fit the rest of my body, if that makes sense. Like for an example, for prom, I had to get like a large dress, and that didn't fit the rest of my body because I'm disproportionate. So I'd have to get a large dress and then spend a lot of money tailoring the rest of it to my body. Because it's hard to tailor something bigger, it's easier to make it smaller. So I would go to the tailor and it would fit my chest then, and it wouldn't fit the rest of my body, so I'd have to spend money and get it fixed. How bad is the scarring? So you go in and they have tape everywhere, and you go and you get it changed, and you can see it while they're getting it changed. But I got my tapes or my bandages off like permanently almost 2 weeks ago, and it honestly looks really good. I am the type of person to heal very well though. Like my skin heals very well and very fast, but honestly like the scarring is not bad at all. I got this question asking if I have a baby, can I breastfeed it? And they did tell me there was like this very small chance you can't breastfeed your child. If I had to pick breastfeeding my child or like back pain, I'm probably going to pick getting rid of my back pain. I posted a video saying like I got a breast reduction surgery, and so many people in the comments asked if I went bigger or smaller. Reduction means smaller. I feel like people should know that. I get that if you're like really young and you watch my video, like you might not know what reduction means, but like reduction, reduce, I just had way too many comments asking that. How long did the surgery take? Usually it takes from 2 to 3 hours. Mine was 3 hours. I got a lot of questions asking if my parents were okay with it or how did I convince them. It all started when I was in 8th grade and I couldn't fit into a dress because like I fit into it all the way up until my rib cage, and then I tried to zip the back of the dress and it wouldn't zip because of like my boobs. It really frustrated me. It frustrated me so much because how old are you in 8th grade? I was like 13. I was 13 and my dress would not zip up. I feel like as a 13-year-old, I should not have that problem. I was really frustrated. I was crying because I had to get ready for, I think I was in a play. It angered me that I didn't fit into it because obviously you can't really reduce breast size by exercising a lot because it's not that type of fat. It's like tissue. If you don't fit into a dress, you can exercise and lose weight, but you just can't for your chest. Like, that's just your genetics. I was really frustrated because I was like, it's not like I can go running every day for like 20 miles and lose this breast weight. I was stuck with it and I was really frustrated. So my dad thought it was a phase at first and he's like, oh, she'll be fine. And then come senior year and I'm still complaining about it and I'm still crying every time I can't fit into something. Eventually he realized it was a necessity and it was causing me pain too. So he was like, yeah, let's do it. He was very supportive of it. My dad was very supportive. What cup size do I have now? I have a C cup at Aerie. I've only been to Aerie so far. Somebody asked if I had cancer or if it was for other reasons. I do not have cancer. I just didn't like my boobs. How was the recovery process? It really was not that bad. The day of surgery, when I got home, it was around like 6 p.m. When I got home, I was still kind of loopy. I was saying things and doing things that I really regret. But yeah, I got into bed and I fell asleep and then I had dinner. They don't want you to have dairy for a little bit. I don't remember if it was before or after the surgery that they don't want you to have dairy, but dairy is somewhere in there. I couldn't work out for about a few weeks. After about like 2 weeks, you're allowed to go to the gym and lift like light weights and do a little bit of exercising, not push yourself though. Right away, like the next day after surgery, you're allowed to go for a walk. So you can still exercise by walking. Again, I had no pain, but the only thing related to that was I did have discomfort. I mean, it's uncomfortable. You're wearing like a surgical bra and you have gauze in there, but it's not painful at all. You do have a lot of soreness after. I mean, because you're bruised and everything, of course you're going to be sore. How much was it? So mine was around $11,000, but if you have big enough boobs, or if you're taking a certain amount of grams out of your boobs, like your breast tissue, insurance will cover it. Could I go home the same day? Yes. I went home like after an hour of getting out. Somebody asked if I was paralyzed while it happened, and they spelled paralyzed wrong. What do you mean by that? Do you mean, like, did they actually paralyze me? No. Is that legal? I was asleep. It was surgery. I wasn't moving, so I guess you could say that I may have looked like I was paralyzed, but they didn't paralyze me. Paralyzed. That doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Okay, so now questions that I think are important, and I'm going to answer them. So, they used dissolvable stitches. At least my doctor did. So if you're worried about that and them taking out stitches, they don't take them out. It is not painful. You don't have to go back to get them taken out. They just dissolve. I am going to draw you a description of what happened or what they did to me. Okay, this is my old chemistry lab notebook. Side note, don't ever take chem lab. Okay, so by the way, I am drawing boobs. So this is a warning. Beware if you are underage or something. I don't know if I have to say that, but I'm going to show you what they did to me, or what they do to everybody. If these are some normal boobs, but they're kind of big, let's just say they're kind of big, right? And these are, and you know, they're a little big, so they're kind of, the fruit's kind of hanging a little lower on the tree than most females. There's something called the keyhole incision or something. And as we all know, a keyhole kind of looks like that, right? So this is what the scarring will look like after you're done. So there will be a scar around the nipple, down, straight down from the nipple, and then underneath your boob, which is pretty hidden because it's like underneath your titty. So what they do is they draw a keyhole like that. It goes above the nipple, right? That's a really bad keyhole. Okay, so then what happens is this, your nipple is down here, right? But the top of the keyhole, like this part, this circle part of the keyhole, is where your new nipple will be. What they do is they move it up. So during surgery, this is the keyhole, right? Okay, I don't know if you can see that, okay. During surgery, the nipple gets moved up and they kind of cut it out, but they just move it up. They don't like take out your nipple like a piece of pepperoni. They just, all they do is they cut it and they move it up. So everything's still like attached to it on the inside. And then once it's up here, let's say it's not down there anymore, they take this incision that they cut out after taking out all of the tissue, and then they just close it. So that is how you get that incision right there. That little, because they sew that together. And then underneath, since it will be like this, your new boob, and then this excess like boob, they just cut that out, and that's why you have a scar underneath it. I am not the best artist in the world, but that was my description of my surgery through drawing it. What you should know. Now, need I remind you, this is all my experience, and every doctor may have different preferences. Like they might not do something with you that they did with me, or they might do something extra, but this is just my experience. But the tapes that they put on your scars, so it kind of holds the skin together as well as the stitches, but the tapes that they put on you also have, I think it's like a chemical or something in it to help the scarring. So it's actually, while the tapes are on and you can't put any lotion on it at the time, it's actually still helping the scarring. So it will look good when you take them off. I am 19. I would have gotten it when I was 18 if I could have, but this was my best opportunity to do it over break because I didn't have any plans over break because of this, and I was like, this is a perfect time to recover. I come back to school and no one even knows. One thing I really like to do is swim, but I'm not allowed to get in a pool yet, or I just threw my pen, or take a bath, because you're not allowed to soak. It's not good for like the sutures, because I don't really know the exact reason, but I could guess it's because some of whatever it is, like the chlorine or the soap, could soak into it. I just know it's not good to soak your body. Anyway, that is all I have for today. I'm really glad that you watched. Anyways, that is all I have for today. Thank you for watching. I seriously can't think of any more things to say about my surgery other than the process went really, really great, and I'm very happy that I did it. If you have any more questions about it that I haven't answered, please leave them in the comments and I will try my hardest to answer them. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe. It will make me really happy. Okay, bye!